Hello everybody, Ray Garner with Garner's Games, here to do another weekly comic review, kind of getting back after the ice storm, and we're going to go exploring Planet of the Apes versus Fantastic Four. Now, this book is brought to us by Josh Trujillo and Andrea Vito, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He'll be our artist. And this book gets right to it right away. We have the Watcher doing a little expedition to explain to us what's going on. And we immediately go to the Fantastic Four are in Ape City and they're on trial. And most of the crowd wants to kill the humans. We find out very quickly because, Ben is not Rocky and Orange. Johnny can't burn through the ropes. The Fantastic Four are powerless. And the good doctor is wanting to try them by ape law. Sue initially starts trying to talk to them to explain the situation, which they're rather surprised that humans can even talk, much less talk really eloquently. Then the least eloquent member of the Fantastic Four decides to take over. He's like, let me handle this one, sis. Trust me. Of course, Ben's immediately like, don't ask her to do something that's impossible. And he starts to explain the situation of the Fantastic Four. It's like, only yesterday we were at home in New York City, and things were much different. And, of course, Reed's like, Johnny, don't. But to be fair, apes were trying to kill us there, too. And you get this great image of Reed just covering his face. And we find out that they have been dealing with the Red Ghost and his super apes. And he was trying to get his hands on, what was that thing called? The D-Quantum Stabilizer. And as he activates it, the Fantastic Four try to get there, and they're sucked into some sort of portal or dimensional travel. And when they come out, they've lost their powers. And as they're standing there and Johnny continues trying to explain things, Ben finally interrupts him and says, don't listen to him. He was out cold the whole time. The gorilla clocked him good. Do you guys have clocks out here? And then Reed proceeds to actually take up the conversation at this point, impressing some of the bystanders with his intelligence. And then we find out, when they got here, something about the destabilizer pulled the cosmic ray energy out of the Fantastic Four. So they're here, and they don't have any powers. And of course, they hear horns, and it's one of the human roundup groups for the apes. They try to stop them. Them speaking kind of scares them off for a second, but then they're back in force not long afterwards. And they proceed to capture them and take them to the Gorilla City. And Reed finishes explaining it. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and start here and compliment the art on the fact that they got the apes looking right. They got Reed, Sue, Johnny, and Ben looking right. And they're found guilty. Guilty. Not surprising. Ape justice is rather swift and not favoring humans very much. But about that point, the doctor starts not feeling very good. The skin doesn't feel right. And we have Cornelius reaches over to help him and his arm just shoots off. And then we have one disappearing, and the general's hands start catching on fire. And we have a ape Fantastic Four now. And then we cut away to Liberia, where Red Ghost is talking to Dr. Doom. Points out that he has stripped Reed Richards and his family of their abilities and stranded them on a world overran with apes. Certainly you can do something with that. And that's where the first issue ends. This book is actually really well drawn. The art is great in it. The story pacing is very good. It is much more sci-fi. The storytelling is much like the current Fantastic Four book, which is great. And it really sticks in line with the original Planet of the Apes movies. So, kudos. This is probably one of the best property crossover books I've ever read in my entire life of reading comics, which I've been doing that for about almost 40 years now. So I couldn't recommend this book anymore if you like Fantastic Four, if you like Planet of the Apes, or you just like really good sci-fi crossover books. So check it out, and I'll see y'all next week.